hello there, YouTube. Once again, from the wet dirt road in Toledo, Washington. It's looking awfully bright back there, though. I don't know if the camera reveals that or not. But anyway, welcome to Thursday the 25th, right?
Yes.
Beginning of another wet day. And it looks like the dadgum weekend's gonna rain all weekend as well, son of a gun.
I know, it doesn't look like sunshine until next Thursday.
Yeah. Oh well, let's get it all
done.
Get it all rained out now, so we can have ourselves a nice spring and summer. All right. Well, little woman, yes. I told you that she had her blanket on, seat heater on. She's got her side of the car all cooked up, and like she's sitting in front of the fire. I said, "You're gonna pay for that when you step out of this thing. You need to acclimatize yourself just a little."
I tried. I took the blanket off.
Alright, I'm gonna run downstairs and see what awaits me today.
Alright, I see you at the water.
Hopefully I get a dry spot and I can take that Rocket 3 for a ride. The big old Triumph down there. Alright, I'm off and running. See you, bye. Bye. It's a good sign. I might take that Rocket out here in a few. Look at this, we took in a Road Glide on trade. Alright, let's take this big old gal for a rip. I mean, she's a big one. Big hoss. Almighty, this thing's huge. All you feel is weight. But that is also really cool in a motorcycle, I think. You have your lightweight fun, get silly on bikes, and then you got your big heavy touring bike. Nice thing about when they're big and heavy on those long rides, you don't get blown around as much. This thing literally feels like I got a car engine between me. Man, the suspension is nice on it. How about we take a little rip through the park here? We haven't, well, haven't taken a lot of test rides at all here lately. Probably the last one I took you on I came through here. Man, look at all that standing water everywhere from all these rains we've had. Oh man, it's just the ever-presence of a very, very heavy motorcycle. But it's well balanced, it's low. It doesn't come off the side stand like crazy heavy or anything like that. This thing's, I want to say it's something like 160 something foot-pounds of torque this thing has. The suspension is seems to be like just right. It's not too soft. Not a lot of cruisers. They're just way too soft. And then sometimes to try to compensate for like short suspension or whatever, they'll make them too stiff, and then it just ends up with this rough, nasty ride. Hey, this is a little bit of a bright spot. Could do park in the middle here, do a quick little walk around. How about that? Now, we're not a Triumph dealer, so you know, this is a one-off trade-in that we have. Man, crazy low miles. That's amazing, the low miles on it. I just couldn't imagine not just riding the heck out of this thing. Look at that big old honking motor. She is some kind of cool. I gotta remember this thing's in super view and everything looks 100 miles away when I'm standing there looking at it. Running lights and all that kind of good jazz on it. And even though that kind of has the look, because you see the throttle bodies up there like that, might even be an airbox. I'm assuming the airbox is in here. But that's the oil tank. It's a dry sump. And bags look very Harley-ish. And even the way they open up has that look to it as well. Big old luxury tourer this gal is. It's kind of that street glide, or not street glide, but a Road King kind of a deal to it. You can take the shield off, quick release windshield. It's amazing, the torque. All the switches are all conventional style, you know, turn signal, left and right is on the left control. In fact, it looks like a pretty conventional switch cluster on both sides. And the info, that little eye over here, just cycles between trip modes and the clock and whatnot. The typical thing. Man, I want to just grab a snorting handful of this thing, but it's going to be somebody else's bike. I have no idea where the tack is. I don't want to be bouncing off no rev limiter or anything weird like that. That's just goosing it. Probably about 10% throttle, 15% maybe. Man, it pulls hard. Best way to describe it is what I've already said. It feels like I'm riding a motorcycle with a car engine in it. But as big as this motor is, when you blip the throttle, you think it would just slam you over. It's very light, just a slight little tug to the right when you blip the throttle. So I don't know if counterbalancers are helping control all that, or you know, just a mass of things turning. I just don't know. Take you guys on a little boating trip. But I've avoided the big puddles so far. I'll see if I can give you guys kind of a, I don't know if you'll be able to detect this on camera, but let me just blip the throttle. You think that big old motor would just make it. If you ride some of the old BMWs, you blip the throttle, they really yank over. The old CX500s and CX650s that Honda had, the engine's kind of arranged in that V-twin sideways, kind of like a Moto Guzzi. Those things would really rock you over. The newer K5X water boxer head BMWs, you gotta, it's about like this. It's very subtle. You feel a slight tug, but yeah, it's very, very light. Rocket 3 Touring. You know what? I think they want sales bikes upstairs. I'm not on a BMW. I don't sneak through into the BMW area. And around the corner is everything else. Man, what a sweetheart. Appreciate you guys coming along for the little rip. That thing is so cool. I'm telling you, if I had a warehouse and the money, I'd have more motorcycles than you could shake a stick at. Cool. Well, woman?
Yes, hub?
It's pretty bad when we're having to start the vlogs in the vehicle because it's cold and rainy and man, it says it's 42
it feels
out here,
so
but
cold.
it feels a whole lot colder than that. Anyway, we got to hit Wally World again because Miss Knuckle overhead. Oh, I can't blame her because there's something I forgot too. Yeah. I was the one that instigated the I forgot something.
Yeah, and then I went, oh, and I needed this and that and this and that.
So anyway, I'm going to swing by and do that right quick. Alrighty. Hey, Jesse, where we purchased, the gentleman we purchased the Honda car from was in today. That was nice.
Oh, I didn't even get to see him.
Yeah. You were busy. I was going to point him your way, but you had customers.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Mama, that is not very friendly traffic.
No, that's definitely
I think we're going to have to take a little bit of a detour here tonight.
I think so.
Alright. Alrighty. Back here again, but look. The parking lot's wet just because there's not a lot of traffic moving on, but the highway was dry coming off. And it's not raining at the moment, and something's trying to, a little bit of brightness is trying to break through. It's kind of what had happened last night, wasn't it? Poured down rain, we got to Woodland.Maybe we should move to Woodland.
No, because it's usually pouring here.
Yeah. Alrighty. I was wondering where the heck she's going. She just takes off with the cart. I didn't realize there was a cart thing down there. I'm like, where the heck is she going? Woman done taking off on me. Man, oh man. That freeway was one hot mess. We leave Woodland and it just been downpouring ever since. Of course, now that we stop here, it's just a sprinkle. What a mess. But I can hear the frogs out there just going crazy across the way there. That's what we forgot to get last night. Kelly goes, daggum, we were right there and I forgot to get it. But anyway. Oh man, I can hear them out all over. They're everywhere, them frogs. I love it when it's frog time. Mama's already... Oh,
sorry.
Mama's already hacking into her Facebook. I took too long.
I was sending Ashley a little huggy thing. Isn't that cute?
Yeah, it's very cute. I don't think the camera will pick it up though.
But it's great.
Alrighty, we'll head on up the hill. And now the rain's pouring again. Yeah. Well, hello there, YouTube. The rain, mud, and the muck. We made it up to the house. Dogs are all freaking hollering. Abby and Madison are playing, and now it's got Sasha and Ann all freaking out. They want to come out and play too.
Yes, they go, we want to run wild.
Yeah, we don't have, there's not enough daylight. You know, and then it seems like the weekends it's always raining. We need to kind of like train them to hang around the yard and whatever, you know.
It's time for you to be free.
Yeah, they're black enough that if they take off at night, and
I'll never see them.
Yeah, well, they'll just be gone, you know.
Yeah.
And they don't know anything about no highway or nothing.
No.
And Abby, their mother, I don't know how, but seemed to train them somehow or another. They won't go past our property line down that road, which is weird. Yeah. Although Madison, when Abby was staying in the house with her puppies, she would come past it.
Yeah.
She'd like so glad to see us that she'd just come right up to us, you know. Way down the road, so. Anyway.
Yeah, trouble taught them good to stay put.
Yeah. I don't know how a dog teaches another dog, but somehow or another they don't cross the highway or anything like that. So
that's good. You just need them to teach these.
Yeah.
They are freaking
Because
out.
Trouble barely survived being hit by a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should have been put down. But oddly enough, which Kelly became friends with, a vet seen it happen.
Yeah.
And come running back, and you know, we heard it and heard the scream, and I think I was on a motorcycle or something. I was working on something.
Yeah.
And I shot down on a motorcycle, and by the time I jumped on the bike and took off, Kelly's already at the road, walking with Trouble in her hands.
Yeah.
And the gal, she'd come by every other day or something and check on her and give her shots. And I don't know, all the stuff they were doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, been a handy friend to have.
Yes.
But anyway, I don't know how long I recorded that ride and how much of that I'll use. So in lieu of that, I should probably cut this a little short tonight.
Yes, we should probably go.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. Have a wonderful Friday or Saturday.
Heck yeah. All right.
All right.
Thank you guys very much.
Yes.
And I hope you enjoyed the Rocket 3 touring little test ride there. What a big old fun though.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, I wouldn't mind having one of them things just to have it.
I know.
Take that big thing. That's not something you'd ride every day. I guess you could, but I wouldn't. But it'd be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
You would have one of everything if you could.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a good thing you don't have a warehouse and a whole lot of money, because there would be one insane amount of motorcycles.
Yeah, hubby
in
go, what
Yeah.
shall I play with today?
Yeah. Maybe one of these days. When we start playing that lottery, we might have a chance of winning.
I know. We got to give her a shot.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
You guys
Thank
take
you very
care.
much. Bye-bye now. Look what's sitting on top of that hay bale. Madison. We'll see you guys. Thanks again.